Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital GH. Spoilers suggest some interesting moments in Port Charles during the week of June 30 to July 4. One major one was a scene between Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, and her WSB partner, Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, where the two bonded. This is when Joss confessed that one of the motives for her to join the WSB was revenge against Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. This is when Vaughn noted that he would someday tell her about his motivation for entering the spy world. What did he mean by that? There are two known facts when it comes to newcomers on soaps. They either have roots in the little town, unknown or otherwise, or they bring their whole family along to the town. When someone new enters the equation, especially under the guise of mystery, they are generally linked to another character in PC. This is often exposed at one point or another, and fans can point to Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, as fine examples of this. It's not hard to see that Vaughn likely has family ties to someone in the little town. But who? It's been a hot minute since Joss talked about her hate for her ex-stepfather. It's almost like she dropped her vendetta against Sonny for the sake of her younger siblings, Donna Corinthos, Scarlett Spears, and Avery Corinthos, Ava and Grace Scarola. Why'd bring up Sonny now of all times? It's interesting because, as much as Jocelyn hates Sonny, she's a huge fan of Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. Like mother, like daughter, right? Still, what if Vaughn's reason for joining the WSB is revenge, just like Joss's? Except her target is Sonny, while his might be his long-lost father, Jason. GA loves to rewrite history, so Vaughn's mom could be someone who once graced the land of PC and had a one-night stand with Jason that fans weren't aware of. She obviously wouldn't have told Jason about the child, or he would have wanted to take care of it at some level. What if Vaughn's mom brainwashed her son against Jason? What if the reason she claims Jason wasn't around was because she never wanted to expose Vaughn to the mob henchman because of the dangers of his job? Then again, Vaughn's mom could have lied and claimed that Jason chose the mob over his son, which is why he joined the WSB, to eventually bring Jason down as an act of revenge. Port Charles may have just welcomed a familiar face with a mysterious past and a stunning secret. Vaughn, the quiet but observant newcomer with piercing eyes and a shadowy presence, has officially been revealed as a WSB operative, and the whispers around town suggest he may have a personal vendetta unlike anything this town has seen before. Sources close to the storyline say the motive behind Vaughn's allegiance to the World Security Bureau isn't patriotism or justice, it's revenge. And the person in his crosshairs may be none other than Jason Morgan, the legendary enforcer with a complicated history and a whole lot of unfinished business. Could Vaughn be Jason's long-lost son, come to settle a score that Jason doesn't even know exists? For weeks, General Hospital fans have speculated about Vaughn's real reason for coming to Port Charles. From the moment he stepped onto the canvas, his intensity hinted at more than just casual interest in the town's goings-on. He observed, he asked subtle questions, and he seemed especially intrigued by the Corinthos crime family, Sonny's fall from grace, and Jason's recent return from the dead. Now that the WSB connection has come to light, the stakes are higher than ever. Vaughn isn't just another agent sent to monitor threats. He's operating with a personal agenda, and it's becoming clearer by the day that Jason may be the centerpiece of that mission. According to spoilers, Vaughn's backstory is laced with abandonment, pain, and a deep yearning for justice that has been twisted into something darker. Rumor has it that his mother was once involved with Jason during one of the periods when Jason's memory was fractured or manipulated, possibly during his years in Russia or his time with the DVX. She never told Jason about her pregnancy, and Jason, unaware, went on with his life. Vaughn was raised in secrecy, and his upbringing wasn't easy. Left to navigate a world of shadows and betrayal, Vaughn grew up idolizing stories about his father, only to later realize that the man had unknowingly abandoned him. By the time Vaughn learned the truth, it was too late for reconciliation in his eyes. Instead, his grief morphed into resentment, then obsession. He trained, he joined the WSB, and he worked his way up the ranks, not just to fight global threats, but to one day come face to face with Jason Morgan. Now that day has come. But this isn't just about Jason. Vaughn's mission may involve rooting out all remnants of the Corinthos organization, which he sees as the network that protected his father and enabled the crimes that led to his mother's downfall. His anger isn't just directed at Jason. He's also eyeing Sonny Carvey and anyone else who helped shield Jason from accountability over the years. Vaughn believes the world sees Jason as a hero, but he views him as a man who escaped consequence. That's about to change. Jason, however, has no idea what's coming. Still trying to reintegrate himself into life in Port Charles, Jason is dealing with fractured relationships, government oversight, and emotional distance from those he once held close. Sam's trust in him has been shaken. Carly is navigating her own trauma, and Sonny is spiraling. Now, with Vaughn's WSB operation moving closer to home, Jason may find himself in the middle of a storm he never saw coming. What makes this even more dangerous is Vaughn's emotional conflict. Despite his rage, he's intrigued by Jason. Seeing his father in action, the man, not the legend, may force Vaughn to question the narrative he's built his life around. There are moments when Vaughn seems torn, struggling to balance his need for revenge with a reluctant admiration for Jason's loyalty, his strength, and the way he protects the people he loves. Could this twisted mission of vengeance eventually evolve into a search for connection? Meanwhile, WSB higher-ups appear to be exploiting Vaughn's vendetta. Sources say Vaughn was specifically assigned to monitor Jason under the guise of national security, but the real motive may be to manipulate the young agent's hatred for Morgan and bring down Sonny Corinthos in the process. Vaughn's handlers know that emotional leverage is the strongest weapon, and they're using his unresolved father issues to steer him toward increasingly dangerous actions. Port Charles residents are beginning to take notice of Vaughn's patterns. Dante Falconeri, in particular, is suspicious. As a cop who's worked closely with the WSB and has seen the toll of undercover missions, Dante recognizes the signs. He's watching Vaughn closely, trying to determine if he's a rogue agent or something even worse. Dante's gut says that Vaughn isn't just following orders, he's hunting ghosts. Anna Devane, once a respected WSB legend herself, is also being pulled into this mess. She's questioning the Bureau's tactics and their true purpose in Port Charles. As someone who has lost friends and family to the WSB's darker missions, Anna may be the only one who can stop Vaughn before his actions cross an unforgivable line. But will she get there in time? Carly, too, is caught in the crossfire. She's always been fiercely protective of Jason, and any threat to him becomes personal to her. Once she gets wind of Vaughn's real identity and motivations, she may take matters into her own hands. Carly has faced off against international spies, mobsters, and even the WSB before. She won't hesitate to confront Vaughn if she believes he's coming for Jason. But will that confrontation bring the truth to light, or push Vaughn further into darkness? Speculation is also mounting about the identity of Vaughn's mother. Some fans suspect it could be a woman connected to the Casadine or DVX legacy, someone who crossed paths with Jason during his missing years and has since disappeared. Others think she could be someone we already know, someone who has been hiding a life-changing secret. Either way, if her identity is revealed, it could send shockwaves through Port Charles. The emotional core of this story is rooted in a timeless General Hospital theme: family. What happens when a child grows up believing he was forgotten? What kind of man is born from that pain? Vaughn is not your average villain. He's a man on a mission, but he's also a man in pain. The tragedy is that his father never knew he existed. And now, that father might pay a price for sins he didn't even know he committed. Jason may soon find himself in the most emotionally complex battle of his life. Not a shootout or a mob war, but a confrontation with the son he never knew he had. Can he reach Vaughn before it's too late? Can he undo decades of anger and show the young man that he wasn't the monster he imagined? Or will Vaughn choose revenge over redemption? Port Charles is bracing for impact. Vaughn's WSB badge gives him authority, but it's his personal rage that makes him dangerous. If someone doesn't intervene soon, his mission could turn deadly. And the fallout won't just affect Jason, it will ripple across the entire town. The truth is inching closer to the surface. Jason's world is about to explode, and Vaughn's role in it is far from over. As secrets unravel, alliances are tested, and family ties are revealed, General Hospital fans can expect an emotionally charged, high-stakes storyline that redefines what it means to be a Morgan. Will love conquer hate? Or will the past claim one more victim? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.